Hello there, friends. Welcome to the Daily Tea. How are you guys doing? I'm a little bit later than usual today, but nevertheless, I am here. So I hope you guys had a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend. And if you are a subscriber and you have hit the notification bell, then you are also aware that I've started putting up the June 2021 readings. So the first one that has gone up is for Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, our fire signs. I will be putting up the other signs as well, guys, but we do have them up. Yay! Can you believe I'm doing it? and and also links to the decks that I use are in the description box now. So you can also take a look at the links that are down there. Hi, Sabrina. How are you, sweetheart? So, yeah, all of it is happening. I'm excited. I'm making progress, guys. So, sit back, relax, and we are going to get into the daily tea plus on the spot readings for whoever wants one. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so we are back. So this reading will resonate. It's a collective reading for whoever is watching and who may be watching in the future. If it doesn't resonate for some reason, don't worry. You can always do a personal reading, or but I'm sure there will be some kind of advice that will be beneficial just in general, because that's just the way that it works, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Sabrina, you're busy. Alrighty. So I'm going to start with the Divine Energy Oracle deck. And like I said, if you're interested in purchasing any of these decks, the links are in the description box for you to go find them on Amazon. Alrighty. And thank you, Alban, for really inspiring me to become an Amazon affiliate and to see this through to completion. So I'm excited, guys. So definitely support the channel in any way that you can. All right, guys. So here we go. Let's see what guidance we have from... Hi, Queen K. How are you? Happy June 1st, my Gemini friend. So, Queen K, your invite will be coming up real soon. Like, I'm getting everything done. I'm super excited too. So, live your role, live your soul, not your role. Okay? I want to make sure you guys can see that. Okay. I like this. So I really like this. This is sort of an out of the box thinking kind of card. And this is talking about doing things that feel good to your spirit, right? It's about vibrating high, doing things because it feels good to you, not because you're obligated as a woman, as a mother, as a dad, as a son, a father. So it's like doing things that feel good to your soul and your well-being. Queen K, I was going to ask you, what day is your birthday on? Yay! Happy birthday, my Gemini friend. I knew that it was coming up. I didn't know the exact day. So you'll have to tell me so I can throw you a shout out up there. It's your season. Very good. So if you guys are watching for the first time, I absolutely love the Tea Tribe. Queen K is a member of the Tea Tribe and so special to me. And so definitely say hello if you're out there watching. June 3rd, yay! Also the day of my mammogram. It's a special day. It's a special day, Queen K, but I love it. So happy early birthday, but we are going to celebrate you all week long. And I'm just excited that it is your season, quite honestly. Okay. So back to the daily tea for today and tomorrow. Live your role, not your, live your soul, not your role. And then underneath it says, make no judgments, right? So it's about, it really feels like it's the energy of not putting yourself in a box. You know what I mean? Just really staying free, really staying open, not locking yourself in to people's expectations of you or even self imposed expectations. Let's get a card. Sorry. Let's get a card from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Messages from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck for June 1st and 2nd. All right, friends. So we have here abundance. Really nice energy here. Abundant energy. I do feel like you could be looking for something. Like it's about, I feel like for some people it is about attracting abundance. Some people could be trying to sell a home. I know, if it's like, where did you get that from? Hi, Corey. So here's what's interesting. I do feel like finders, keepers, losers, weepers, okay? Because someone could be dropping something, or you could feel like you're losing resources, and somebody else is like, oh, my lucky day, I found whatever that person lost, okay? But I feel like this is also an approach to life, right? It's seeing the glass half full or half empty. Abundance can be what some people may feel like they don't have an abundant life, but it's relative to who you're talking to, right? So if you're talking to someone who doesn't have a lot of resources, who is homeless or something like that, they can find $5 and feel abundant, right? So it's very relative to how you see life, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we do have balance. That is sort of like the Justice card, but this could be a person who's going to be a decision maker between people who are in a spat. It can also represent neutrality. This could also be somebody who's in a position and they can't make anybody happy. Hi, Harleen. How are you, babe? Sure. What's your question? What is your question, Harleen? Okay, so while Harleen is formulating her question, I'm going to go ahead and get one more card from the Divine. I've been throwing Divine in front of everything. This is just notes from the universe on love and connection. All right, and so this says, you know what to do. Okay, so you want to have a specific question about you. Okay, so what I'll do is usually I do a general collective reading and then I open it up to on the spot reading questions afterwards. Hi, Jay Hansen. Many blessings to you for this new month of June. Okay, so Harleen, here's what's so wonderful about your question. This card could be for you, I'm not sure, but it talks about knowing what to do. And it says, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. So, the way that the on the spot readings work is that I can pull a card for you. You just make a donation to the channel of any size, and I'll pull some oracle cards for you. Or if you'd like to get a personal reading, it's $22.22, and you can pay with any of the payment options in the description box. So guys, there's also now a direct payment link. Like you click the link and it takes you to checkout on my website. So however you want to do, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Super Chat, or a direct link, you can use any of those. But the better part of my career, Harleen, has been as a career advisor. So, and that has been my specialty. So, literally, there is a way to get you to careers that are best suited for your personality type, for your interest, and your skill set. So, if you're interested in doing some career coaching with me, which is my profession, then definitely send me an email at healingteatalk@gmail.com, and I would love to give you some concrete, we'll do some concrete assessments and sort of gear you in a direction that one aligns with your values, aligns with what you want to do, what best fits your personality type, for what you want to do. Okay, so I would love to do that with you. I would love to work with you. So yeah, aside from just getting an intuitive reading, understanding concretely how you function and what is best for you, I would just love the opportunity to do that. Okay. So, and that's for anybody else out there who's interested in success coaching, career coaching, life coaching, whatever you want to call it. I'm more than happy to employ my professional skill set to get you where you want to be. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading, friends, for June 1st and 2nd. Yes, Harleen, I look forward to it, friend. Yay. It's so exciting to learn about yourself and learn, like, no wonder, like, it took me a long time to realize, like, oh, this is why I didn't excel at sales jobs. It's a real thing. Like, my personality type wasn't geared towards sales. That wasn't my thing. So the more I understood about myself, then I was like, oh, okay, so I should not be pursuing these types of jobs. No wonder I had a low sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. So we could get you there, friend, for sure. Okay. All right. So let's get this overall energy for June 1st and 2nd. So, Harleen, you know what's so interesting about your question? I don't know if you saw the first guidance card that came up, but it says live your soul, not your role. I do feel like this could be, and you know what to do. I feel like that could be, and abundance. I really feel like a lot of this could be geared towards you because of your question about career choices. Um, it really is approaching what you do as a career based on what lights you up. Okay, some people approach their career with money as a goal. They don't have to be happy a day in their life, but as long as they're making a certain amount of money, they're great. But this reading sort of says that whatever it is that you really feel drawn to, whatever lights you up, can also create abundance for you, right? You can make money doing it, essentially. Okay, so I really feel like some of this could be geared towards your energy. I really feel that way. Not to exclude anyone else, but that just dawned on me. All right, so let's take a look at overall energy. Is the two of, so we have two twos, right, which are gateways, twin flame energy, the two of swords and the two of wands. This is about there being a potential gateway, right? An opportunity for someone to go through. And this energy is when you don't know what to do. It's sort of being in limbo. It can be overthinking things like, I don't know, is this the door I should walk through? Is that the door I should walk through? You could be trying to use your intuition. Again, another two. Guys, the synchronicities are nuts, right? So you see the two here. And then you see the two there. And then you see the two here. All right. So the High Priestess card is basically about um, you knowing, right? Having an inner knowing or a sense of what is right for you. It's also relying on your intuition. It can also be your ability to see for yourself. And it also, so you could have a sense that there's an opportunity right in front of you. You could have a sense that now is the time to do whatever. Okay. Let's take a look at the recent past. What is driving this? So we have here the Ten of Cups. This is very happy energy. Um, it's sort of like the happily ever after card is when you sort of found your bliss. Things are good, but there could have been some disruption with this Five of Wands. This card sort of talks about conflict, right? So there could have been a little bit of disruption in somebody's home. This could be the recent past or way, a long time ago. But I feel like there was some kind of unrest. People may not have agreed with something that you wanted to do, or you and your significant other may not have agreed in some capacity. You could have felt defensive, like you had to defend your dreams or your beliefs in some way. Your present energy is the Five of Cups. So I do sense it's because these are almost opposite. So there's the Sun and the Five of Cups. Really, what that makes me feel like is somebody's life could be good on the surface. Like your situational life could be good, but you don't have a sense of fulfillment on the inside. So you could be struggling internally with satisfaction or joy. Um, you could be, some people could just be down. It could be sadness, it could be depression. But it's like things are good, but there's just maybe a personal sense of unfulfillment or um, conflict, inner conflict. All right, let's take a look at the outcome potentially, and I will clarify this. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups. I do love this. This is a receptive energy. It's Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and the Page of Wands is here. Now, this could indicate an age difference between two people. It can also talk about starting to do something that you love, like having the courage to embark on something new, a new path, but it's something that you love, and literally walking away from anything that is unfulfilling, doesn't serve you, doesn't feel good, leaves you feeling empty or depleted. Okay, so for some of you, your inner self knows what to do, right? It's like, I cannot do anything that depletes my soul. Like if I don't feel it and I don't feel fulfilled, I absolutely cannot do it. Okay, so let's clarify this for my friends. All right, so I'm going to clarify with the Urban Tarot deck. It's also listed in the link below. Okay. All right, so let's clarify all of these twos, guys. Twos are about, we're in Gemini season, which is the Lovers, right? The Lovers card is when it can represent siblings, I think traditionally in tarot, but it also can talk about when two things are drawn to each other, like two forces are being brought together. It can also be a season where a big choice needs to be made. Okay, and so because Mercury is retrograde right now, it can be tough to make choices or decide, even if you know that there's a sense like I'm at the precipice of something great, or I'm right at the crossroads of something good. You could just still, like, I still don't know which direction to go in, and that could have something to do with Mercury being retrograde, Mercury being the planet of transportation, technology, communication, clear thinking. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at the Two of Swords. What is that? And the Two of Wands. And this Two of Wands can also be someone who's not saying what's wrong or saying how they feel. So we have the Five of Swords, which is defeat, feeling defeated. I feel like somebody may feel outwitted or outsmarted. Let's see what the Two of Wands is. I also feel like in someone's mind, you could be feeling like something is already over. But I feel like that's why you have here make no judgments, because you could feel like something's over, it's done. I do feel like for some people, there is a gateway or path to abundant wealth with this Ten of Pentacles. This is long-term stability. It's wealth, it's happiness. It can be. I'm also getting a sense that if you hit a dead end in one area, that is pushing you towards this more abundant area. So if you find yourself not making progress, it feels like you can't get ahead in one particular area, that could be the universe's way, God's way of rising up to meet you to say, you should be going the other direction. Hi, Brandon. All right, so let's take a look at the Ten of Cups and the Five of Wands in the past. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, another 10. So we have two tens, okay? Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, Brandon is having trouble. Let me put him in timeout. Oh, I haven't had a troller in a long time. Okay, so anyway, that's interesting. Okay, so we have two tens, the Wheel of Fortune, which is like good luck. It's also Jupiter energy of expansion. It's things maybe have turned a corner for the better for some people in the recent past. Let's take a look at this Five of Cups and the Sun card. Why is there now? It could also indicate that if it's making me think of that scripture, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. It could be that as well. Like you could have experienced some kind of heartbreak or down about something, but there's a bright side. That could also be it. What is the Five of Cups and the Sun, please? For some people, there could be better days ahead. Oh, well, I guess you have. You've been successful. You have been successful. Well, if you want to be here, Brandon, God bless you, baby doll. So, all right, so let's see what the Five of Cups. Oh, the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Some of you could have met someone very, you could have met someone recently, like it could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person, but it's somebody who, they could be a musician, somebody could be um, someone who's very spontaneous. Hi, Christina. How are you, babe? They could be very spontaneous. They could be a musician, someone who is, they follow their passions. So for some people, this could be you meeting somebody very new that really excites you. The Knight of Wands is sort of like a James Dean type. Hi, Clarabelle. How are you? Um, So, Christina, I will get to the on the spot readings in just a second. So, yeah, this is somebody has met somebody exciting or will meet someone very exciting. Um, their profession could excite you. They sort of live on the edge. They do what feels good to them. They definitely live their soul and not their role, right? They do what feels good to them. So if this is not how you function, it could be encouraging you to function that way, right? Or you could have met someone that sort of functions that way. All right, and then let's just take a look at this outcome here with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands. All right, so we have here the Ten of Swords and the Journalist. Oh, so this energy is a person who gets basically is it gives me whistleblower vibes. So if someone is doing something that um, is dishonest or hurtful or whatever, it's like somebody is it's very much like accusatory. Like I'm telling everybody what you did and you are going to jail. It sort of looks like that. And then the Ten of Swords, which is ruin, right? I feel like someone now, I don't think this is a linear reading. I don't think that this is like this leads to this leads to that. I think that these scenarios can apply to several different people, right? Picking up different energy. But it looks like someone it does look like someone's impulsive lifestyle could bring them to ruin. So if somebody has an addiction, and this balance card could have to do with the justice system, right? A legal matter or the justice system. So I do feel like somebody, and this is so funny. Look at this, guys. The hacker is here. So maybe this is Brandon showing up in this reading, the Prince of Swords, but it's somebody who is like isolated in their room, hacking people. On the computer, right? So I do feel like, however, someone is living their lives or whatever, it is, um, it's a very spontaneous, exciting lifestyle, but it's not necessarily the most responsible lifestyle. Okay, so I do feel like in some people's case, this could be someone's decisions bringing them to ruin, right? There could be drugs involved, there could be substance abuse of some kind. But I do feel like someone is sort of blowing the whistle. They could be writing about it, but someone is saying, definitely pointing a finger and calling somebody out on their shit. Like, listen, this is what you're doing isn't right. I'm calling the authorities, and there we go. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like somebody has a target on their back. Yeah, yeah. It's very oppressive energy. It's sort of like stressful. It's stressful for sure. But unhappy people try to make other people unhappy. It's just sort of the way it if you haven't noticed, like unhappy people really want misery loves company. I think it's the most common way that it's said. So a lot of times people who are unhappy really want other people to be unhappy too. Okay. All right, guys. So this is where we open it up for on the spot readings. All of the links are in the description box below. So if you'd like to make a donation and get a reading, you can do that. Or if you just like to make a donation and get a couple oracle cards, you could do that. There is a checkout link specifically in the description box. You can, um, but a donation is a way of supporting me, supporting my channel. And I am happy to give you or get you, hi, Album, any guidance that comes up. All right, so I want to make sure that I don't. Oh no, I was so late. Becca, how are you? I love you, sweetheart. I'm so glad to see you guys. So I want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. So, for those of you who just joined, I'm too excited. The fire sign monthly readings are up, and I will be finishing. I think water is going to be next, then earth, then air. But I'm really excited about the new format. In the description box, all of the decks that I use, well, most of them, my faves, are in there. So if you are shopping for cards or say, oh, I really want to use that deck or whatever, the affiliate links are there. So please support that way as well. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Yes, blessings of love and light to you too. So let me go back to Harleen had a question. So, yeah, guys, you can use the super chat icon down there by the chat window. Oh, Gemini gang, yeah, happy Gemini season. Happy June 1st, everybody. This is amazing. Yeah, so you can use super chat to if you want to make a donation, but I'll be happy to pull you a card. That's how on the spot readings work. And confusion is sort of the name of the game during a retrograde. So it's not uncommon. Don't feel bad if you feel like it's hard to make decisions or things like that. That sort of comes with the Mercury retrograde. It can be a little, we can waffle or go back and forth. Or it's easy to be misunderstood as well. Um, so yeah, don't feel it's not out of the ordinary. I'll just put it that way. Yep. Thank you, Alban. All right, so is everyone good here? Everyone is good. Good. So, if there are no on the spot readings, or you guys want to hit me up later, if you're interested in coaching, my expertise is definitely advising and career coaching and things like that. So I have a professional career that has spanned over 25 years. Oh, Becca, I definitely have time. I definitely have time if you have time. So I do want Harleen to get with me, though. Email me at healingttalk@gmail.com. I'm really serious, though, about getting you some assessments that tell you a lot about yourself. And we can even talk about there are careers. Once you know more about yourself and know how you function, it helps you to know if you're going to change a career, what offers you the greatest sense of satisfaction. But we sort of have to determine what you value the most. Like, do you value security, freedom, money, um, acknowledgement, growth potential? There are a lot of things to sort of look and see ways to approach a career change or choice. So I really look forward to working with you, Harlene. I hope that we are able to work together very soon. That would be wonderful. And for those of you who just joined in, Queen K's birthday is June 3rd. Whoop whoop, her birthday is this week, friends. Yes, Queen K, we are so excited about you. We're excited about you relocating. It's going to be awesome. So, yes, Gemini gang is in the house. Happy birthday to all of my Gemini friends who are out there for sure. All right, guys. So I'm waiting for Becca. If you just tuned in, now we're on to the on the spot readings where you could get a personal reading. All right, Becca, no worries. No worries, friend. All right, baby doll. So this is for Becca. I'm really excited, Becca, about doing your reading, sweet pea. Really excited about that. All right. Angel Spirits Guides for Becca. Yes, let me see what answers there are for you today, Becca. Wishing you the very best always, of course. All right, answers for Becca. All right, sweet pea, you have a no. Okay, now this no is sort of like an optional no. It's like a suggestion. But then you have trust. So I'm not sure what it is, what you were thinking about doing, but it's sort of this energy. It's sort of like trust God, trust spirit. Um, and then I also see big happy changes after that. Okay. I'm going to get you a card from the Goddess Guidance deck. So the sentiment behind that, Becca, is that you don't need to exert your own effort. Like there is something that spirit could be working on behind the scenes on your behalf. Trust that things are going to work out for you. Messages for Becca, please. All right, Butterfly Maiden, transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings about great blessings. So you could be going through some major changes here. We do have Goddess Maeve, cycles and rhythms, and it talks about honoring the cycles and rhythms of your body. So you could be going through some you could be going through the change of life, perimenopause, just really going through some kind of major transformation. But I don't know if there's something for you to do necessarily. It's sort of trusting God. Oh, Becca, thank you, sweet pea. Interesting. So honor yourself. Any changes that you're going through right now, just really honor yourself. Um, and give yourself grace for whatever you're going through. I'll pull you one more card, baby doll, oracle card, and then I'll do your reading. All right, messages for Becca. All right, Becca, so you have to turn on your love light. And it says sometimes the best way to stay sane is to love like crazy. You have no two flowers are the same. yet all are beautiful in their own way. So this is about not making comparisons between you and other people, or comparing other people, because there's so many details we don't know, right? And so it's sort of not a great way to measure success, a great way to measure stuff. It's like, don't compare. And then you have what would love do? And it says, do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? Because you leave behind great big footprints of love. Oh, I like that energy. So I feel like, Becca, this is really who is capturing the essence of who you are. A very loving person. A very loving person. Um, and I feel like it's sort of reminding you to stay in that sentiment. Like if you're trying to make a decision, it's like, well, what would a loving person do? What would love do in this scenario or situation? And not comparing people or comparing yourself to others. All right. So let me get your overall energy. Becca, that is so funny. Yes, I remember your email, which is hilarious. So this sort of confirms the change thing. It's like going through a lot of changes. Yes, that's a real thing. All right, so let's get your overall energy. For Becca. So we have here the Six of Cups. Now, Becca, this is really nice energy. I feel like you could be trying to you could be concerned about an ex coming back, or you are defending your dreams. This is about you standing up and hi, Elsa. This is about you keeping your dreams alive, any childhood dreams that you have. Or you could just be a little bit defensive, like trying to block an ex or somebody who could be one of or two of those things. All right, but the Six of Cups is a happy sentiment. It's happy memories. It's childhood memories. It could be talking to somebody you feel like you've known a long time or known all of your life, or it could really be referencing a childhood dream or memory. Okay, let's take a look at your crossing energy, babe. And you know I will clarify this for you. So your crossing energy is the Strength and the Hanging Man, which is a lot of patience. It also takes a lot of energy to look at something from a different perspective or from someone else's perspective. Okay. You could feel in limbo. You could have felt being put in limbo by a Leo. But I feel like it's about looking at something from a different perspective. Let's take a look at your advice from Spirit. All right, so it's there's an opportunity here for you, and it could be an opportunity for new love with this Ace of Cups. What would love do, Sugar Pop? Yeah, I feel like you have an opportunity to love again, love someone new. Let's take a look at the outcome for Becca. Outcome for Becca. Oh. Okay, Becca, hold on. All right, Elsa, to answer your question, baby doll. So if you want a personal reading, or you just want guidance, you use any of the payment options in the description box. and then ask your question. Okay, so you can make a donation and I'll pull you some oracle cards, or if you want a full reading, it's $22.22. Okay. All right, so let's get Becca's outcome. Oh, Becca, this is interesting. You have the Empress and the Seven of Wands, which is really good energy. It is like having the courage to start something yourself. Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. Hi, Stephanie. I love you. Good to see you. So, Becca, the Empress and the Seven of Wands is just awesome. I feel like it's really defending what a fresh start. It is, the Empress is very beautiful, nurturing energy, very nurturing. And you also have here the Six of Wands. I feel like you should not be afraid to begin something. The Empress is about conception and starting something new and exciting, right? So the Six of Wands is a card of success, graduation, and promotion. So I do feel like you should embrace that energy, and it's okay to stand up for what you believe in. It's okay to guard your um guard your dream, like whatever it is. I do feel like you should focus on what you love and what you want and not what you don't want. You know what I mean? Like sort of a law of attraction. What is the Six of Cups, please, for Becca? I'm going to clarify this for you. So I'm clarifying your overall energy, Becca. And guys, don't forget so I've changed the raffle entry criteria. So if you'd like to be entered into the raffle, all that you do is on a post in the community page or on Instagram. If I post something on the community page or Instagram, if you reply with a yes or a heart, then I'll enter you in the raffle. That way I know who wants to be in it and who doesn't. Yes, Stephanie, I do have time. So, Becca, the Hanged Man came up again. I wonder if you are procrastinating on a dream, or if you could be hung up on an ex, or an ex is hung up on you. It feels like that. But something is definitely, there's a hang up somewhere. Either moving forward on a dream, either it's having trouble getting someone out of your mind, out of your head, getting over someone, or vice versa. And I wonder, it's making me feel like with this Ace of Wands here, if it's difficult to move on to something new. So it's either moving on to a new person or a new thing that inspires you. But I feel like there could be a hang up on something from the past that keeps you from moving forward. What is the Strength card and the Hanging Man? All right, so you have here the Three of Wands, which is virtue. It's making me feel like if you are a person who likes to, it's not a savior complex, but it is like if you are a person who likes to help people or likes to save people, um, you purpose in order to connect with someone, like it's just a genuine connection. It's a connection. Someone values you just for being you. You don't have to do anything to earn that. What is this new gateway? What is the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups? right, what is the Two of Wands? Oh, yep. So the Star card, this is your hopes and dreams. It is about aiming high. I do feel like you should, um, I do feel like you need to aim high. And then there is that Capricorn energy, right? So I feel like you need to be true to yourself. This could also be just, I would just caution you against getting involved with somebody with issues, hangups, addictions, because you feel like you can help them. And I feel like you could be doing it in the name of being loving, like just being a great person. But the best thing to do would be to point somebody in a direction where they can get help, love, and support. What's the Empress and the Seven of Wands? What's this Empress energy? What is Becca ready for? The Sun card came. The happiest card in the deck. What is the Seven of Wands? It's okay, Becca. So this Empress energy is giving me mommy vibes, like totally. And the Sun with this little boy running around. It's like, it's just definitely giving me some like pregnancy and mommy vibes. That could, it doesn't have to represent that. These are very happy cards, but I can see you just defending, wanting to whatever it is that you want to birth. I feel like this is you standing your ground, like defending it, being willing to defend what makes you happy, whatever it is that you'd like to start, and being very successful at it. Yeah, happiness. Look, the Nine of Cups. This is inner fulfillment and happiness. And then you have the victory card again, the Six of Wands. So it's like you have this beautiful, victorious energy. I feel like you just have to stand your ground, be confident in what it is that you'd like to do, produce, reproduce. Don't let past people, issues, things keep you from moving forward in an inspired way towards the future. Definitely don't get hung up on people who have issues that hold you back because you feel like you're a good person and you can help them. No one has time for that. And just honor the changes that you are going through in your own body. Like honor the moods and, just you sort of embrace yourself instead of resisting those changes, which I could totally relate to. Instead of resisting them, embrace them as a rites of passage, right? Like we've gotten to this point in our lives where our hormones are changing, our bodies are changing. I have a lot of nerve because I body shame myself all the time. But anyway, just sort of embrace and love who you are and the changes that you're going through. Be patient with yourself with the changes that you are going through right now. And I would say trust yourself and trust spirit for sure. For sure. Okay. Alrighty. Beautiful. So, love and blessings to you, Becca. Always, always, always. All right. So, Stephanie, right before you sent your donation, Yanira sent hers. So I want to get some guidance for Yanira, Stephanie, and then you'll be next, okay? Elsa, awesome. Yay, baby doll. Okay, so what was your question, sweet pea? All right, Elsa, what was your question? Okay, so I'll pull you some guidance cards. Okay, babe? Okay, so I'll pull you. So that's not a specific question, but I will get you an angel. I'll pull you some oracle cards, okay? If that makes sense. All right, your first guidance card says improving health. And you also have don't stop. I feel like that is regarding either an exercise regimen, a diet, or something that maybe you are thinking about doing. It's talking about whatever it is, it's encouraging you to keep going. It could be the health of a relationship, but I feel like it's more so your health or eating habits or something like that. So, whatever that is, keep going. Let me get you a card from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection and see, with respect to Jonathan, what advice there is. All right. Angel spirits, guides of the highest, most holy, divine order. All right. So I heart you came out. I love you. And this talks about if everyone knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life, there'd be little hearts drawn on everything, from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers, and I so look forward to that day. So there's definitely a sentiment of love here. Someone loves you. You guys know that Patti LaBelle song is in my head. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh, somebody loves you, baby. Yes. All right. Any other messages for Elsa? So we have give yourself much more credit, Elsa. This is about when people feel like they're not good in relationships, but they are. And it's also for people who are in a challenging relationship. It doesn't mean that you're not good at it. So if you're in a challenging relationship, it's like, it could be either way. So depending on where you are, you could just feel like, I don't know if I'm good at this. And it's like, hey, give yourself more credit. And even if something is challenging, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay. And then you also have here, you might not know now, but you will know. It says, think of someone very, very special to you and feel yourself bursting with love for them. And then you drench or soak yourself in that love. I do feel it's a really good sentiment. I do feel like thank you, babe. I do feel like and Pucker Up Buttercup is here. So I really feel like whoever this is in your life, there's some love there. There's some attraction. There's some good feelings there. Elsa, it happens. Give yourself more credit, friend. Friend, trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. It happens. If you guys have followed my channel, you've heard some of my stories. They've been good ones too. It happens. Don't disqualify yourself because of that. Yeah, don't disqualify yourself, sweet pea. Let me get you one more card from the We'll Talk Offline, darling. Oh, let's get you a goddess guidance card. All right. So we have here Ishtar, boundaries. So it says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So this is about setting boundaries. And then you also have the Abba. I always mess up the word, but basically it's a card of prosperity that talks about the universe pouring out abundance to you. So be open to receiving in whatever way, shape, or form that is coming to you. Alrighty. So you may be asked right now to take a leap of faith, take a risk, and put your heart's desire into action. So my question to you would be like, do you want to see this young boy? You know, it's sort of like, what is it that you really desire? And I'll pull you one more card and then I'm going to move to Stephanie's reading, okay? I feel like the only way for you to really know, Elsa, is to get in it and see what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like you should disqualify the person because of their age. It does depend on what it is that you want. I know, Stephanie, right? I know, 10 years is nothing. Yeah. All right, one more card for Elsa. Yeah, he's grown. Elsa, he's grown. He's a grown up. It's okay. All right. Speaking from somebody who is of cougar age, darling. All right. So say no is here. Disregard that. Say no and then nurture yourself first. Okay. So these definitely speak to, you putting the oxygen mask on yourself. I do think about what it is that you want though, because according to this advice, it says say no. I don't know that it depends on what you want right now. You know what I mean? Like, do you want long-term companionship? Are you trying to build a relationship with this young man? If he doesn't have kids yet and wants kids, like it could just be that could be a deal breaker, right? Like if you're not open to having children, I feel like it is important for you to understand what he's offering in relation to what it is you want out of a relationship. The bottom of this deck says to choose a new direction in the near future. So I feel like long term, this could be a no. So he could be Mr. Right now and not Mr. Right, according to the guidance you have here. But I do think there are sentiments there, there are feelings there. There could be mutual attraction. I just don't know if this is the person that you build something with based on the guidance today. Okay. Yeah. That can get tricky. And I just say that as somebody who is new to online dating. I have been approached by more than my fair share of guys that are 10 to 15 years younger than me. No matter, there's always going to be a bit of a maturity gap, right? So I think it just depends on what it is you want that person for. If you don't need it to go anywhere, um, and it's super fit, it's surface and you're okay with that, I think that it serves a purpose. But if you're really wanting to grow and then build something meaningful, then I think you really do have to look at if they have children, if they want more kids, what are they wanting out of a relationship? Can they give you what you need and want now and in the future? So I think there are some logistics to definitely flesh out and discuss. Okay. But according to the guidance we have today, it just looks like there's in the near future you may be going in a new direction anyway. So it may be a not right now, you know. All right, Elsa. Well, thank you for the donation, babe. I hope that helps you and gives you some guidance and points you in the right direction. But give yourself some credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't disqualify myself. The advice I was giving you was honest and sincere. Like, I wouldn't just disregard someone because of the age difference. But I do think that it's important to know yourself and what it is that you want from a situation so you can judge it fairly. Yeah, yeah. And maybe we'll have a real good discussion among the ladies one day where we can sort of talk about what that is, you know, what that is and what it could be. So, thank you, friend, for being here, and I hope you come back. Yay, Elsa, thank you. All right, Stephanie, are you ready, friend? Stephanie is a premier member of our T Tribe, Stephanie. Yay! She is a premier member of the T Tribe and a friend. I love you dearly, Steph. So I'm excited to do your reading, my Cancer friend, and get you some guidance, Queen. Oh, you're more than welcome, Elsa, for sure. All right, messages for Stephanie, my Cancer friend. All right, so something is blossoming, Stephanie. This card is about you're just getting started with something, so have patience with yourself and the process. Don't give up. It's also suggesting that you could be really sensitive right now. This could be not just emotionally, but it could be like sensitive to foods, to beverages, to caffeine, sugar. Okay. But it's talking about avoiding anything harsh, anything. It could be relationships, an environment, or a situation, or chemicals. So try to avoid anything that is harsh. Let me get you an angel answer card. All right, angel answers for Stephanie. We're gonna get you encouraged, Stephanie. All right, so you have here, there's a no with an exclamation point, Steph. So that's like an affirmative no. But then there looks like there is going to be a big opportunity for you within the next few months. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to pull you another card from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. Retrogrades are just a really interesting time to try to do things. Like if you're trying to move forward or do something, um, it's just, it can just be a tough time. You know what I mean? Messages for Stephanie, please. You do have a card here, Stephanie, Goddess Bridget, that says don't back down and stand up for what you believe is right. Okay. So I do like that. All right. Messages for Stephanie, please. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this deck alone, Steph. I'm going to leave that deck alone. And let me go to the divine energy. All right, messages for Stephanie. All right, and then you have here, be of service. Be of service and have faith. Okay. I feel like your empathy could be high too, Steph. Or sensitivity to what other people are going through, maybe. Hold on a second. It got busy out here. All right. Okay. All right, let's get your overall energy, Stephanie. Overall energy for Stephanie, please. All right, Steph. So we have here the Four of Wands. That's the marriage card. Also a card of happy events, of course. Somebody who's in the tent with you um, and has your back. You have here the King of Coins. All of this is really good energy. This is, of course, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but it's having a good somebody who's very resourceful, has a lot of resources, maybe even affluent. And the Death card. This is the card of transformation. It's a card of Scorpio, but it's about going through some major changes. Okay, so these are not just small changes, it's like major change, right? Yeah, it's a card of transformation, and the best example would be, right, a caterpillar going to a butterfly. Like, that's a transformation. It's not a small change or a small adjustment. It's a big change. Like, you're changing from one. So a big change could be going from single to married, or going from broke to rich. Like, there's some big transformation or change going on. Let's take a look at the crossing energy. What's the crossing energy for Stephanie? So the Five of Cups, Steph is feeling a little down or sad or defeated. Maybe even feeling like the wind got knocked out of you with that King of Wands. That's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But it is feeling like, if you aren't feeling like your normal go get it self, I could see that. It could feel, you could be feeling like, even as far as like money or stuff like that, resources, it's like just a slow moving energy. Things could not be going as fast as you would like for them to. Let's see what advice from Spirit is. What is your advice for Stephanie? Jeez, oh. All right, Steph. So the Three of Wands, this is a very hopeful and optimistic energy. So I feel like it's making me think of that scripture that talks about, I look to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. And the Magician. I feel like with Temperance, I feel like there's something that you can make happen. I do think there's a need for moderation and patience, harmony. Um, I do feel like you're able to make something happen. There's just a great deal of patience needed. I do think you should have faith for sure. That Three of Wands card is a card of faith, because the Three of Wands is about hopeful expectation that things are going to work out, that something you've set in motion is going to work, and that your ships are going to come in. So I really like that. Sorry, Mother Nature is going nuts. All right, and let's take a look at your potential outcome. Potential outcome in near future for Stephanie, please. All right, Steph. So you have the two. This is so funny. I'm not surprised. The Two of Swords, the Two of Coins, right? It's there's no decisive action, right? It's like limbo, but we're in a retrograde. I'm not shocked at all. Like, you saw the first reading today, it was all twos, which is like, okay. And you can feel like things are very tight. You can feel like you're extremely busy. You can feel like you're on a tightrope. You could not know what to do. Timing could be of the issue, or timing could be of critical importance right now. Um, it's really about patience. And it's just a weird time to try to start something new. You can have one foot in, one foot out. I mean, it's just, that is hilarious. But I do feel like, it looks like it's an issue of timing, not whether something is for you. It's when will this sort of change. So this retrograde ends June 22nd. Yeah. Let me do the crossing energy for the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and all right, let's clarify the Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Death card for Stephanie. All right, so things are going to clear up. Raindrops are gonna clear up, put on a happy face. The Ace of Swords. So I do feel like if there's some conflict, Stephanie, or you're not seeing eye to eye with someone, I do feel like communication and talking things out will help. I do feel like you're going to have a gift of clarity. Whatever this conflict is, I do feel like there is going to be a moment of clarity. See, you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like there could be a big opportunity for you. It's just, it's down the road a bit. So there could be some contention, competition, friendly competition even. What is the Five of Cups and the King of Wands? So the Princess of Cups and the Sun. The costume designer. That is definitely Cancer energy. It feels like disappointment in maybe a project that you're working on. I will find out more of what that is. What is the no with the exclamation point referencing? So the Four of Swords, this is a truce card, but it's also, Stephanie, it's like when somebody isn't talking, like two people cannot be talking to each other. It's it's like a rest period, like respite, meditation. You pull back, you're just in a rest mode. Yeah. And then here comes the Ace of Pentacles again. I do feel like you have an opportunity. It just feels like a period of silence, though. The need to be patient. And let me clarify this outcome real quick. What's the Two of Swords and the Two of Coins for Stephanie? All right, so Steph, what I do like about this is that the worry card, the Five of Pentacles, like if you're worried about money or resources, it came out in the reverse. So I love, I honest to God, friend, feel like there's no need to worry about money, resources, or your health. Like anything physical, tangible, don't worry about it. I do think this is something, whatever you're going through is producing in you patience and balance. Um, and things are going to pick up with this Eight of Pentacles here. So it's like, don't worry, things are going to pick up. Things are going to get moving again. If it feels like things are going slowly, or it's like, it's like a funky rough patch is really what it feels like to me. Let me get you a chakra wisdom card and see if I can get any more guidance on this. No. Angel, spirits, guides of the highest, most holy, divine order. What is this no with an exclamation point? What are you trying to teach Stephanie, and what is there for her to learn? All right, what do you want her to see right now? What is this no with an exclamation point? What is this no for Stephanie? So interesting, Stephanie. You have service, right? Remember this card, be of service. You got the service card and you have miracle. It's making me feel like whatever this is, if you can be of service to others. Like sometimes when we put our attention on other people, it's like when you water others, you yourself are watered. And I can tell you literally, I just shared this story with someone I was talking with, that when I was on the board of a homeless shelter, I was doing an act of service for the homeless shelter, but I ended up with a garage full of paper towels that lasted me 2 years. So I do feel like in your service, there is some kind of miracle or change that takes place. Like in your focus on other people and what their needs are, or being of service to somebody, there's a miracle I feel like that shows up in your life. It's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So just by virtue of you being present or being there or an act of service, it sort of opens things, it causes things to open up in your own life. So I feel like that selflessness that is a part of who you are, that very nurturing Cancer-like energy, is setting you up for some kind of miracle or blessing later, with even maybe within the next few months, because there's big happy changes, right? So I really feel that way. It's like, okay, so right now, what am I supposed to be doing? And if I feel like it's some kind of act of service. Hi, A. Dakin, how are you? Love you. So yeah, I do, Stephanie. There's nothing to worry about. Things are going to pick up. I do feel like your resources are going to, whatever that is, right? Self-esteem, money, whatever it is going to pick back up. I'm sure of it. Corey, yes, it is. 2 years. 2 years worth of paper towels. Abundance. And so that's why it's really important to look at abundance in very different ways. I said I was going to do a video on that, and I am. Abundance shows up in our lives in very different ways. But literally, a lot of the things that happened to me through law of attraction stuff, I was absolutely in a place of service. I was serving in some capacity, and that's really just been a big part of my life. So much so that I'm thinking about that now, like how am I supposed to be integrated into my community in a service oriented way. So yeah, because I think they go hand in hand. It goes hand in hand, especially when you're wanting something or you're like, well, I really want things to work out. Then it's like, oh, okay, we'll go do something for someone else. And it opens that door. It's like, oh, okay, be of service to someone else and watch stuff in your own life start to move. Preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir for sure. Yes. Yep, yep. I know it like I know the back of my hand. What I'm saying is true. It's very interesting. Very interesting how that works. And so a lot of times when people, talk about the law of attraction and manifestation, um, they rarely focus on globally, how does that make my community better? How does that make the world better? What's the reason? Anytime I was blessed abundantly, it was literally to be a blessing to someone else too. It wasn't just for me, it was really overflowing. Um, it overflowed into other people's lives. So like when I got my condo, it was fully furnished. So I ended up with a condo and it was horrible. Like the process of getting that condo was horrible. It was like when the children of Israel came to the Red Sea, and it was like, how did God bring me all the way out here to just leave me here? Because I had hit a complete brick wall and ended up with a fully furnished condo, and I had double furniture for every room. So I was able to give away furniture to people, and I wanted to bless other single mothers. And so I literally asked them to just go through a class with me, a book called Changes That Heal: Understanding Your Past to Ensure a Healthier Future. And so I facilitated this class. It ended up being like 10 women at a YMCA, but we went through this class and I just wanted their time to help them break cycles of unhealthy relationships with guys. And I didn't want money. I just wanted them to be in a more prosperous place and see themselves as worthy, and so I have a lot of stories. So this is the stuff I probably need to be talking about and telling on my channel, right? Because I've experienced miracles and blessings. I've visualized things and it's happened. Um, but it went hand in hand with service. And I think sometimes people are like, well, what? Why can't I manifest what I want? And I would dare to ask you, like, how are you in service to your community, or how are you in service to others? Because anytime I've been blessed, it's gone hand in hand. I was doing something, even if it was for my own child, or I was going through something. Like even when um, I won 12 or 13 jackpots in a month, literally. But the other stuff that was going on in my life at the time required me to be of service to others. Like I was in deep service, even to my child who was going through a lot. So I was driving uh, just ridiculous distances to make sure she got the right treatment for what she was going through. And so it was like I was going through stuff. My mother lived with me, my sister and my niece lived with me. There was a lot of service. So it was, on one hand, I was giving a lot of myself away, but I was also very blessed at the same time. You know what I mean? So what I was blessed with wasn't just for me. And so I knew that I was blessed that way to give to other people. I knew it. So all of that stuff wasn't just for me to go buy stuff. And I did buy nice things with it. But I also was a blessing to the people around me. I gave a lot of money away. I didn't just hold on to it. You know what I mean? So when things like that happen, it's there's an element of service that does go into us reaping blessings, getting unclogged, not being stagnant. Jupiter and Pisces is definitely about expanding our spirituality and our sense of our higher self and our connection and what is God trying to show us. So a lot of that is expansion of our spirituality right now. Jupiter is retrograde in Pisces. So just be mindful of that, because there are some circumstances that could be stretching our spirituality, stretching our belief system, understanding more who God is in us, how is God manifesting himself through us to be of service to others. Okay. Oh, Stephanie, thank you, babe. I could see it no other way. No other way. No other way. And you know what? Life just has God is just has a great sense of humor, because I go through enough to make me stay humble. You know what I mean? Um, I just think it's part of my DNA, but yeah. But I love you guys dearly, and if I've gone through what I've gone through in my life to bless you all or anyone else, it's absolutely worth it to me. It is absolutely worth it to me to be able to say, you know, things work out. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. You are worthy of love. You can manifest the desires of your heart. You don't ever disqualify yourself. And when I'm talking to you guys, I'm really talking to myself. Like, I go back and watch videos because I do that. I almost did that today. Like, it's so easy for me to encourage other people, but when I see myself, I just see the stuff I don't like, or the stuff that I'm like, ooh, I really want to change that. And for whatever reason, I have so many stories, right, about things that didn't change because there was a level of self acceptance I had to have for myself. And I knew that God was trying to show me that, like, no, because if I let you stay in that place, then that will validate your distorted thought process. And I can't let that happen. So a lot of times there were things that didn't change for me because God didn't want to validate a distorted thought, like, oh, if I lose 50 pounds, then I'm worthy of love. I promise you, every time I thought I had to change my person to earn something, a position, love, win something, it never happened. Never happened. Happy birthday, Miss Jim. Oh, happy birthday to you. Gemini season. Gemini's in the house. Yes. So yeah, I just every time I sort of get really digging into, ooh, I need to change to do something, then God is like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not validating that distorted thought process. You can hang it up. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So, but yeah, Miss Jim, happy Gemini season to you, baby doll. Happy birthday today. Sending you such love and blessings. We are grateful. Yes, come through 43. Yes, celebrating you, Queen. Happy birthday. That is marvelous. All right, beautiful friends, I have to go pay my water bill. If you know what that means, if you are old soul like me, you know what that means. So I have to go pay my water bill. I love you guys dearly. Thank you for being here today. I will see you tomorrow for the daily tea, and I will be putting up Stephanie, you saw me sweating like a hooker in church, didn't you, girl? That was a combination of the sun coming out and hot flashes. It's probably a good 83 degrees here. It's probably a good 83 degrees. Yes. Oh my God. It's hot. So, yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow and get up the June readings for my water sign. So, look for that. I love you guys dearly.